Imagine a time when the sun never set on an empire, a time when one small island nation controlled vast lands, riches, and peoples across the globe. But how did this once mighty empire come to be? And more importantly, how did it fall from its towering heights? Join me as we explore the epic story of the rise and fall of British power, a tale of ambition, conquest, and inevitable decline. Picture a world where a single nation, once a cluster of small islands, wields unparalleled influence over continents far and wide. This is the story of Britain, a land that transformed from a fractured kingdom into the epicenter of a global empire. But what drove this transformation? Was it sheer ambition, strategic brilliance, or the relentless pursuit of power? And what were the consequences of such vast expansion? As we unravel the layers of this empire's history, we'll explore not only the rise that shaped the world, but also the forces that ultimately led to its unraveling. To truly understand the story of British power, we must start at the very beginning, when the seeds of an empire were first sown in the 16th century. Britain's journey to global dominance began in the late 16th century, a time of exploration and maritime adventure. The defeat of the Spanish Armada in 1588 marked the beginning of Britain's naval supremacy. Under Queen Elizabeth I, British explorers like Sir Francis Drake and Sir Walter Raleigh set sail to claim new lands and resources. The establishment of the East India Company in 1600 was another significant milestone, laying the groundwork for British trade and influence in Asia. By the 18th century, Britain had expanded its reach across the globe, establishing colonies in North America, the Caribbean, Africa, and India. The Industrial Revolution, beginning in the late 18th century, further fueled Britain's power. With new technologies, Britain could produce goods on an unprecedented scale, dominating global trade. The Royal Navy became the most powerful force on the seas, protecting Britain's interests and ensuring its dominance over rival empires. By the 19th century, the British Empire was at its zenith, often referred to as the empire on which the sun never sets. The Victorians believed in their civilizing mission, spreading British culture, language, and institutions around the world. The empire brought immense wealth to Britain, but it also sowed the seeds of its own downfall. The vastness of the empire made it increasingly difficult to manage, and discontent among colonized peoples began to grow. The cracks in the British Empire started to show in the early 20th century. World War I drained Britain's resources and weakened its global influence. The interwar period saw rising nationalist movements in India, Ireland, and other parts of the empire. The cost of maintaining such a vast empire became unsustainable. World War II dealt the final blow, leaving Britain financially and militarily exhausted. After World War II, the process of decolonization began in earnest. India gained independence in 1947, marking the beginning of the end for the British Empire. Over the next few decades, Britain's colonies in Africa, the Caribbean, and Asia all sought and gained independence. By the 1960s, the empire had all but disappeared, leaving Britain to redefine its place in the world as a modern, post-imperial nation. Today, the legacy of the British Empire is complex and controversial. While it brought about significant advancements in trade, technology, and governance, it also left behind a legacy of exploitation and inequality that continues to shape the world. The story of the rise and fall of British power is a reminder of the impermanence of even the greatest empires. So what do you think? How do you see the impact of the British Empire on today's world? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into history.